Salisbury? I'm doing all right tonight too. I want to share something with you.
I'm serious.
And if you ever doubted this city, this number ought to put your doubts to rest. 85%.
Yeah, babe!
85%.
My man.
That's 85%. Hey, I've got a better number though. We increased turnout 92% over 4 years ago. Almost twice as many people in our city came out to affirm what we are doing. To say, keep it up, Salisbury. This is proof that the overwhelming majority of our friends, our neighbors, and this city says they like where we're headed.
All right.
And we're going to keep it alive. I believe that Salisbury needed something to believe in, and we gave it to them. A story that we're writing. We're in the middle of. We got a long way to go, but we're writing that story right now, tonight. And they said, this is Salisbury's story, and I want to keep on reading. Look, I got a lot of people to thank. And Liz, you're first among them. And I know Lily and Olivia are not watching this right now, but when they do, if they ever do, Daddy loves you. I'm going to say it to the camera, Daddy loves you. I need that tape. Mom and Dad, I love you. Jesse and Justin, my brother and sister, thank you. Brooke, thank you. Baby Cooper, Lil Austin, thank you. My nephews, you know, family is critical. And I am so grateful for your support. I couldn't do it without you. Love you with all my heart. Dan, where you at? That's the best campaign manager money could buy. Very expensive. Very, very expensive. The O'Hare family's batting 1,000 in Salisbury. Am I right? Let's hear it for Caroline. Am I right? To Jordan and to Jared and to Sarah and to Josh and to Bill and to Mark and to KT and to Kat and to Michelle, to Amy, to Ben from the Maryland Democratic Party and to Justin from the Maryland Democratic Party. Where are you at, Justin? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for fighting for us. Thank you for working so hard. To Maya Rockymore Cummings, the Maryland Democratic Party chair, thank you for taking the time in the midst of your loss, the loss of your warrior husband. Thank you for coming today to Salisbury and knocking doors in the wake of that. Johnny O, my spirit animal. Man. To be a little bit like you, to be a little taller, I mean, for one, but to be a little bit like you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for bringing your team. Thank you for fighting for Salisbury. Thank you for fighting for Maryland, for our citizens, for being willing to be here on a night like this. Being away from your family and for FaceTiming your kid while we knock doors. That is beautiful. Family matters. Thank you. Thank you. Johnny O. To every single one of you who endorsed me or put up a yard sign and who knocked a door or volunteered, who wore a t-shirt or put on a sticker or a button or made a financial contribution or posted on Facebook or called somebody out on Facebook who wasn't being honest with our citizens and our voters. You're why Salisbury's on the right track, so thank you to every single one of you. I owe you a tremendous debt of gratitude and I'm grateful for you. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoyed the last 4 months. I truly did. This is a fight worth fighting. I'm glad you did. I love that we got to walk this city and that we got to remind people that you can house the homeless and bring life back to your downtown simultaneously. That we can keep our kids safe and pave our streets. And we can do it all while fixing the things that needed fixing for over 100 years. Moreover, we can do it without putting an extra burden on the backs of our taxpayers. And we can. We can and we did. And we're going to keep doing it. I was lucky enough to find myself on doorsteps and at dining room tables, and grocery aisles, and community center rooms. And in every place, I realized this is where you learn what voters want and what they need. This is where you learn what the citizens are asking for, demanding. And the truth is, I found that people care about potholes. They do. And they care about idle children lacking something positive to do. And they care about their elected representatives being easy to reach. And they care about us watching every penny. That's what they care about. And so we have patched potholes in a record 24 hours after every notification. We have opened Salisbury's first community center and another one under construction. No matter how many cars are parked out front. We have walked neighborhoods north, south, east, and west, and we have listened to their concerns, and we have taken action every single time. We have taken the politics out of paving, and maybe most importantly, we have put arts and culture back into the heart of our city. I appreciate you artists. I do. But this is not just about what we've done the last 4 years, and it's not just about what we're going to do in the next 4. No, it's about the next 40 years in this community. You and I have to think about our kids and our grandkids and their grandkids and what this place is going to look like in 2059. That's what we got to worry about every single day. And if we let ourselves get off track now, I guarantee you they will not have a future as bright as we can see tonight. So let's keep it on track. Not just tonight, but 4 years from now and 4 years from then. And just as tonight isn't only about the next 4 years, it isn't only about Salisbury. How can we use our successes here in Salisbury to help our friends around Maryland and similar cities and towns around this country to understand they too can achieve their visions of a better community? They can. We did, they can too. Ladies and gentlemen, in Salisbury, we got a great story to tell. We do. We know that this city was a city in that opening chapter that had its leaders screaming at each other. Businesses loathed to navigate the myriad pieces of red tape tangled around city government. And residents who just wanted the shouting to stop and for stuff to get done. But Salisbury's story today is a bit different, isn't it? We have a city council that works together. All 5 of them. Let's hear it for them. We got a great relationship with our friends in Annapolis. When we go up there, I'm always stunned that people want to listen to what's happening in Salisbury. First of all, that they've heard of Salisbury. Second of all, that they want to listen to what we've done. And they say, whether it's the governor and the governor's team or the comptroller and the comptroller's team, our attorney general, our delegates, our state senators, they say, tell that story. Tell that story so the next city and the next town can achieve their vision. Am I right, delegate? Amen. Our friends in Columbia have said, hey, help us with our bike lane network. Our friends in Frederick said, hey, help us with our vacant housing. Our friends in Easton said, hey, we like that downtown revitalization thing you got going. Talk to us about that. And our friends in Kent County said, talk to us about tax fairness, because that's what we need. That's what our citizens deserve. And we're in that fight together with our friends across the state. And our story is resonating with those friends. And we continue to get things done because we've got a climate of working together, of treating each other right. I'm looking at my Secretary of Kindness right there as I say that. And in every conversation we have, whether it's about sewer pipes or roundabouts or the National Folk Festival, we say, where are we going as a city? I've taught countless future ground combat leaders at Army Officer Candidate School. And every time I teach them about how you plan, it's all about that desired end state. Start with the end in mind. And that's what we've done here as a community. We know where we want to be. We know where we're going. And together we say, that's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. Every single one of you has that image of that better Salisbury in mind. And we're going to get there together. Think about our downtown packed with thousands of people. A decade ago, if you'd said Salisbury could have hosted an event like that, with that level of success, people in this town would have laughed at you. That's what would have happened. In fact, they might have laughed at me. But now, people across this state mark their calendars so that they won't miss that event in the heart of Salisbury, Maryland. That's Salisbury's story, ladies and gentlemen. Salisbury's story is being written by the people in this room tonight. It's being written by our families, and in our downtown, and on our Main Street, and in our amphitheater, in each of our neighborhoods, and in that community center. Our story is the story of humanity and lives crashing together, but not in a mess, and not in a noise, but in harmony. In harmony. And I'm honored that I get to share this story with each of you, that we're writing it together. You know, it's true that I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know this much. Our future is out there waiting to hear Salisbury's voice. And we're being asked to lead. And our children are watching, and I hope my children are listening. We know that the echoes of the actions that we take over the next 4 years are going to shape the next 40. And so, this is the time that matters. This is our story to tell. Brothers and sisters, let's keep on writing. So, we talked about debates, right? I've heard a lot of talk at doorsteps tonight even about a debate. Johnny, you heard it too. But tonight we depart from the debate. Tonight we forget our differences. And tonight is not about me, and it's not about any individual. It's about our collective future. It's about recognizing that kindness matters, and that this city, this inclusive place, has set aside hate and has embraced love, embraced treating each other right, and that is our watchword forever. Being good to one another. So you made a statement tonight. And let it ring forth, and let people never forget what we've done here and what we're going to keep doing. We came together and we chose this better future. I love you all. I'm eternally grateful for you. Let's keep it alive. God bless.